In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to apply the No Contact Manifesto. I'm going to show you what to do, what not to do, how to actually use this in a proper way, and how this will completely transform your life. Now, the first thing to understand is what is the No Contact Manifesto and why is it so powerful when you begin to apply it in your life? Well, what happens many times when people move out of a relationship, whether both parties wanted it, whether one person wanted it, the other person didn't want it, what ends up happening is there's this energetic separation that happens, but if no contact, the manifesto of no contact doesn't happen, there's this loose energy that stays around that actually continues to repel the person that you may either want to come back into your life, or it just has the opposite effect of what you think it does. You see, a lot of times we believe that if we let something go, it's going to leave forever and there's a loss within us. But instead, there's an abundant energy where when you let go, you are not only emotionally and energetically free, but you actually allow the thing that you've let go of to take whatever course it's meant to take. And maybe that means coming back, but maybe that also means you're able to feel so empowered that you aren't attached to whether it comes back or not. That's the power of the no contact rule. This is something that I've seen thousands of people from my YouTube videos apply, and I get DMs every day from people that say that it's completely transformed their life when they applied it. Now, there's a 4-step simple process that I have for the No Contact Manifesto to share with you that is very simple that you can begin to apply. Now, the reason you apply this as well is look at this little diagram right here. What happens in relationship, when you're in a relationship with someone and you move out, what happens is you have an energetic field that goes around your body. They have an energetic field that goes around their body. And then between you, within the relationship of the container, there is energetic cords and energy that flows between you both. Now what happens is when you let go, and let's say you come over here and you're a little bit further away, and you're not talking to them as much, or you're maybe even not talking to them, but feeling energy, thinking about them, you're still sending them energy. And if that energy is resistance, because you want them to come around, you want them to be a certain way, you're sending resistant energy to them that they are feeling. And that many times will repel them from your energy anyways. It has the opposite effect of what you think it'll have. You think if I stay attached, I'm not going to let them go, they're going to stick around. They have a higher chance, a higher probability. In actuality, when you actually completely let go and pull your energy back and focus on you, that's the best degree to which you are going to have the ability to actually attract them back, or to feel safe in your own frame and to realize your own sense of self-worthiness, where maybe it wasn't as the story that you tell yourself about it wasn't as amazing as you thought. That happens a lot too. Because a lot of times we're attracted to people that replace similar childhood dynamics that were alive when we're kids. And once you start realizing your own sense of self-worth, you may realize, wait, I don't want to choose somebody that isn't choosing me because they're leaving. Or there's some type of energy there where you realize, wait, there's something here for me to look at. So energetically pulling away is a part of this process, but you can't, we'll talk about this in a minute. You have to do this because it's what's best for you, not doing this because it's going to get them back. Because I'll be honest, it may result in once you pulling your energy back, it may result in them saying, ooh, I'm thinking about this person now. Now I don't have that energy being projected at me, that resistance being projected at me, and now I actually have space to think about them. Because think about it, if someone pulls away, they want space. They want space. Maybe you guys were around each other a lot, always in each other's energy field, and that began to feel like too much. They say, I want space. And then what you do is you say, uh-oh, they want space. I'm going to keep sending them energy. I'm going to keep thinking about them. And then they feel that energetically, and then they still want even more space. When in fact, if you were to pull your energy back and focus on you, they would feel that space, and they may even come around because of that, because now they have the space for them to feel and come to their own conclusions. Because as much as you might think, you just need to come around, I need to tell you, and I need to remind you of our connection and stuff like that, people need to go within to figure that out themselves. They need to come up to their own conclusion. I see it very often within coaching. Like when I'm coaching people, if I tell someone what I can see, it many times doesn't help them. If I ask them questions that make them come to their own conclusion, and many times that means me asking a question and getting quiet, giving space. They can then within themselves say the same thing that I wanted to tell them, but then they say it, and it's powerful because it came from within. You want that energy to come from within if they decide that they do, come around. Now, the first rule of the No Contact Manifesto is very simple, but it's sometimes hard for some people to do because they make it a lot more complicated than it is. The first rule, can you guess what it is? No contact. None. Meaning you do not try to run in with them to see them somewhere. You don't go to the same yoga classes they go to or whatever the hell else you do. You're not always asking their friends about them. It means no contact. It means you stop contacting them and you focus on yourself. So the second step to this is to pull your energy back. Pull your energy back. How do you pull your energy back? Well, energetically, what you do for this is a very simple technique. I call it the frame technique. I've taught it to hundreds of thousands of people on YouTube. And I get, once again, DMs all the time about this and how powerful of a magnetic energy tool this is. It's very simple. What you do is normally what I do is I stare at a candle flame. As I'm staring at a candle flame, on my in-breath, I focus on the flame. And on the out-breath, I keep my eyes focused on the flame, but I focus on the peripheral, the space. And then I feel the energy in between me and the wall, me and the candle. Like right now, me and the camera. As you put the awareness on the space in between you and this other person, you begin to feel safe in your own body. And when you feel safe in your own body, you are bringing the energy back. I have a little story about this. I'll share it real quick in case you haven't seen this in my other videos, because sometimes I share this story. But when I went to Costa Rica once, there was this seminar that I went to, and there was an energy teacher there that was a scientist actually, and she was talking about energy, and one thing that she did is she was at the front of the classroom. There was only 30, 40 people in there, but she said, everyone, I want you right now, we're going to learn about energy. I want everyone to send energy to me, send energy to me, send energy to me. Everyone was sending energy to her, sending energy to her. She then said that she felt repelled. And then she said, literally pushes her away. She said, okay, now I want you to bring the energy back in your body. Bring it back to you. Bring it back to your heart. Bring it back to you. Bring it back to you. Bring it back to you. And then there was this energetic pull that she could feel. And then she'd have us do this with each other. And it was so powerful because we could feel the energy. It was whoa, it's so different. The frame technique is a way of feeling safe in your own body and pulling your energy back. This alone may make it to where you begin to separate the energy, and then you give them the space that they actually are asking for and they actually need. And then you also give yourself space to get in your own energy. Because sometimes we tune to other people's energy because we want to feel safe, but we abandon ourselves in the process. Think about that. We abandon ourselves to make other people happy. And maybe being in this relationship, were you abandoning yourself in any ways? Were they talking down to you or not treating you the way that you wanted to be treated? And then you just simply believed, oh, this is what I deserve. This is all that I deserve. When in actuality, when you bring your energy back and you start asking, you start tuning into yourself, what do I want? How can I not abandon myself? Am I abandoning myself by even chasing this person? And a lot of times that can be the case. So you want to pull your energy back using the frame technique. So simple. I'll link the video at the end for the frame technique as well, so you can check that out. Now, the third step to the No Contact Manifesto, a lot of people get this wrong. Okay? Third step. Social media. Many of you might be on social media constantly checking their profile. Who are they talking to? Are they thinking about me? What are they posting about? Every little quote thing they put on their story, you're wondering and looking into it and doing the Da Vinci Code, cracking the code of where they are emotionally. The thing and the key is to stop tuning to them, to bring your energy back. Now, what I would recommend you do is you either block them on social media or mute them. If you mute them, you're not going to see their posts. If you block them, you're not going to see their posts. I'd recommend you doing one of those two things, and then you're not energy. Because think about it. If you have objects around your house that remind you of them, and you're constantly looking at these things, or you're constantly looking at photos, or there's a photo on your wallpaper on your computer, you're constantly reactivating the energy between you, and you're also feeling the lack. So energetically, it's making it very hard. I would recommend you put away some things that might remind you of them, if you can. I'd recommend also no run-ins. Do not try to go to the same places hoping you run into them, and then they're going to see your value or something like that. They're going to like just see you and be like, oh my God, like I need to go back. You need to really give space and not focus on running in with them. And don't ask friends about them. Like, don't stop trying to acquire information about them, and realize that you think this is about them, but really this is like your own ability to feel safe within yourself. And realize that the more you bring your energy back, the more you stop abandoning yourself, the more powerful you're going to feel in this process, and the more empowered you're going to feel. So you do not want to like focus on running into them as well. Now, the other and the last step to this process, this is like the most important part of this process. All right? The most important part is this right here. It's called FOY. FOY. It stands for focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on your own values. Focus on what you're passionate about. Focus on all these different aspects of your life, your friends, your family. Like, focus on you instead of focusing on them. And you will be bringing the energy back into your own life. And as you do that, it will literally make you more magnetic because you will be more present. Now, one of the things you want to understand about this too is when it comes to attracting love, if you want to attract somebody that has a clear energy field, that has a regulated nervous system, then you must have a clear energy field or a regulated nervous system. Because you get in life that which is a reflection of yourself, and sometimes even of what you believe you deserve. So the key to this is really focusing on you, regulating your own nervous system. A very powerful modality for this, by the way, is breath work. Doing something like, breath work where you breathe and you release this energy. I just got done doing a 4-day certification program to become certified to run breath work. And it's something I'm going to be doing soon as well. So I'll let you know of that. But breath work is like one of the most, it allows you to feel emotions that you haven't felt in a long time. It allows you to regulate your nervous system in a very powerful way. Now, one thing as well for this is you want to do this not because doing all this is going to get them back. It may result in them coming back, but you're not doing it to get them back. You're doing it because it's an end of itself. You're doing it because your happiness is worth it. You are worth it. When you put this energy more inside of yourself and you're doing it because of that, it's way more powerful. If I was making this video because I wanted to get a million views or something, then what would end up happening is you would feel that, oh my God, he's doing this. Like, please watch this video. Please like this video. It'd be a different energy than me just wanting to add value and just enjoying making the video, being present. When you're being present to enjoying your life, when you're being present to pulling your energy back, there's a different energy about you. And it changes everything. It completely changes everything. Now, if you want to be notified when I'll be doing breath work, you can go to www.whatsmyvibration.com where you calibrate your vibration and then get a meditation for bringing it to the next level. But there I will also let you know once I'm doing the breath work. It's called somatic release breath work. I'll let you know about that as well. And then also, if you want to learn the most powerful transformative magnetic process I've ever learned, it's called the frame technique. Check this video out right here. Do this meditation for 21 days and watch how your life changes. We're gonna do this little activation exercise that you can come back to for the next 21 days and see how different your energy is. Now, before, the way that I was and the way I showed up in the world is that I was hyper attached